Well, hello, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here at the Open Diner. My name is Lucian from North Carolina, and I have the pleasure of, with Karen, my co-host, of leading this beautiful virtual meal with you all. This is a time when we can share what's on our minds around a topic, which I'll introduce shortly. But in the meanwhile, I just want you all to realize that this is a moment for us to just feel at home. Make sure you have a meal, right? So I've got here my garlic. I'm Italian, so I got my bread, my garlic, and my wine. So it's all good. Yeah. So I'm ready for tonight. I want you all to feel at home as we, share with each other some thoughts. So the topic today is going to be the power of human connection. This is especially important as we move through today's interesting times, right? The Chinese say that you should live in interesting times, and we are indeed living in through interesting times. Our chance today is to share these interesting times with each other. So I'm just going to ask folks to take a moment, introduce themselves, tell us where they're from, and we'll just continue with this beautiful opportunity of sharing this warmth. So please, anyone.
I can introduce myself. I'm Gianni, and I live in New York City and Brooklyn. Hey.
Hi, I'm Betsy from Long Island. Nice to meet you all.
I'm Ami from Chicago.
Gary Higgins from the left coast, from Los Angeles, Pasadena.
From the west coast of the great state of Florida, I'm John.
Well, I'm Alisa from New York, from Brooklyn. Let's get back to East Coast.
Okay, let's keep it on the East Coast. Hi, everyone. So nice to be with you. My name's Mary, and I'm also from New York, but in the very northern part of New York, near the beautiful Thousand Islands.
Hi, I'm Lyle. I'm from Manhattan. I'm in the West Village. Did that work? I guess not. It did. The sound came through?
Yeah, we heard you.
Yeah, we heard it clear.
And I'm John from South Carolina.
And I'm Michael from Northern New Jersey. Hi.
Hi, I'm Roberta from Long Island, New York.
Hi, and I'm Eva from New York as well.
Mario from Seattle, Pacific Northwest.
Carl from Florida.
Nina from New York. Hi, everyone.
Hi, everyone. I'm Karen from the Charleston area of South Carolina.
Pamela from Tarrytown, New York.
All right. Did we get everybody? Did we miss anyone?
Yeah, hi, I'm Alex. I'm from New York. It's great to be here. It's great to see a lot of fellow New Yorkers on this session tonight.
Awesome. Welcome.
So this is Paula
And
from
I'm
New York.
Ilana from New York too. Hi, everyone.
Awesome. Anybody else? You got everybody? Don't want to miss anybody.
Yeah, it's I'm Wono from Brooklyn, New York.
Okay.
This is Paula from New York.
Welcome. Did we get Betsy?
Yes, Betsy from Long Island chimed in. Hi, everyone.
Okay. Awesome. Awesome. All right. I'm so glad that you're all here with us. I'm really pleased with Karen, the co-host, to just welcome you, and just want you all to have a great time. We want you to feel at home. This is a really great time to share a meal and just talk about the power of human connection. And so with that, what we'd like to do is to continue this friendly mood, this atmosphere, to get you ready. Please eat, please enjoy. We're going to turn it over to some music to Patrice, who's going to keep this beautiful mood going.
Hello. Well, I will certainly do my best. Okay, so I'm going to sing a song that I wrote a few years ago. It's called Love Around Here. And I actually wrote it because a friend asked me to write a song. And amazingly, it just came out, it flowed out. I guess when it's that purposeful, like I want you to write a song, it really just happens. The universe delivers. So this is my first time at the Oprah Diner, and I'm really excited to be here. And I feel that, you know, it suits our theme for tonight. So here goes. Looking for a place where love is all that I feel. Searching for a place where joy is what is real. What of a world where friendship is its greatest strength? The amity among neighbors fought for its length. At all costs, we live for each other. Care for you is care for me. What could be better? We have love all around here. We have love all around here. We have love all around here. When I forget what the right thing is, get caught up in selfishness, you remind me that it's not the fastest, nor is it if I am the strongest. At all costs, we live for each other. Care for you is care for me. What could be better? We have love all around here. We have love all around here. We have love all around here. Search your heart and I find the strength to go on. Kindness starts when we find that place where we are one. Search your heart and you'll find that place where we are one. At all costs, we live for each other. Care for you is care for me. What could be better? We have love all around here. 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 We have love all around here.
Wow, thank you, Patrice. Friends, can you hear me? Can you hear me well enough? Great, great. Thank you. Thank you, Patrice. That was so beautiful, and an original tune. Let's all just give Teresa our love and appreciation for that beautiful song that, you know, she created. The universe helped her create for us. And so now we're going to move into our next session, the main course, and it is our roundtable discussion. And we're going to come up with some ingredients. And if someone could, please, I need a volunteer to write these ingredients in the chat, and you'll understand why just shortly. Okay, so we want to know what are the positive ingredients. I'm sorry, the ingredients for a positive connection. Okay, so everyone just volunteer an ingredient that makes a positive connection. And so then they're going to be in the chat. And after that, we want everyone to pick one of these ingredients, not your own. And after you pick that ingredient, then you're going to explain to us or give us an example of why that ingredient is so important. Okay, so I will start off and take the easy ingredient, love. And Gary, and then after you say your ingredient, Gary, can you please choose someone else to list their ingredient? What is a perfect ingredient for connection?
Kindness. Mary.
I would say patience. Gianni.
I don't know what to call it, but I guess it's like knowing when to hold back and like make space for the other person, hear them, and then knowing when it's my turn to put something into the pot. Carl?
That was beautiful. I was trying to figure out how to do one word, but Gianni used more than one word, so I guess I can too. So mine would be virtual hug. And I need to choose someone. Betsy.
Okay, conversation for me. Conversation and Alex.
Yeah, I would agree with Betsy. I think the ability to elicit a meaningful conversation from others is definitely a good way for positive connections. And I'm going to nominate Nina.
Thank you, Alex. I would say laughter. Laughter really connects people. Let's see. Amy.
You guys took all my answers. I'll say trust.
You took my answer.
I'm supposed to nominate somebody. Nancy.
I think what you said, trust, is extremely important, but I'm thinking okay. Is to mutual respect is mutual respect for the other person, mutual respect for if I need to pull back or you need to pull back, the ability to trust that you will both come back, but to be able to, I don't know, it's all about trust. I think you're right. That's really respect, la da da, that's all wonderful. But I would say that it really is trust. You gotta trust each other. And I would say, Michael, what's up?
Oh.
I can't hear you.
It's because I was muted. Hi. I'm going to throw an unexpected word out there. I'm going to throw curiosity into the mix. Oh, and I'm going to pick John.
I would say care.
John, you have to pick someone.
Did John from Florida go yet?
Right on time. All the good connecting thoughts have been shared. I think smiling and listening with a smile and tone of voice, I don't know if they've been covered or not, but I've heard a lot of them. Who have not? Lyle, did Lyle participate?
Not yet, but I would throw in empathy
Nice.
because you guys have hit a lot of the really good ones.
So I'm gonna jump in here, everybody, because we've got so many ingredients, and you know, too many ingredients can spoil the broth or the dish. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna take advantage of these ingredients, and we're gonna go into part 2 of this segment. We're gonna now pick one of the ingredients that was not your own, because there's a bunch of them here, and explain or give an example of why this one is so important in your own words. So I'm gonna start it off. The one that I really like is kindness. So one of my favorite statements is, I think it's Cinderella or some of these other cartoons, is something about whatever you do, always be kind, right? So I love kindness because it's always necessary. Random acts of kindness are just needed in this world, especially for the power of human connection. So anybody else? So Ami, go Ami.
All right. I'm gonna pick patience because we tend to get very impatient with each other, with friends, family, strangers, and that's definitely is not going to create a good positive connection. So understanding each other and giving each other enough space and be patient with each other, I think that's very important. I will pick Paula.
Hi, I would pick love because it's important to do everything with love. It's a great way to connect, and that's my choice. Thank you.
Pick someone else, Paul.
I'd pick Carl.
Thank you. Oh, I didn't have to think about this, but I want to see. Wait, let me see who was it that picked it. I want to. Oh, Alex said meaningful conversation, and I think it's really important because when you're around a lot of people, what really sparks the mood, and it really depends on a meaningful conversation. You can really engage people like we're all engaged here. So Pamela Weiss.
Hello, everyone. I don't think one of the ingredients was empathy. Yes?
Yes.
So I am going to choose that one. I always basically want to try to put myself in other people's shoes. I think that's an empath, right? When you kind of feel what other people are going through. So I use that a lot. If sometimes I get selfish, I always try to reset and be like, I have such a nice life, and what would someone else, what is someone else going through? I have no right, I have no need to be complaining about anything. So empathy is, I think, a great ingredient. And I choose, I'm not sure if I'm saying his name correctly. Is it Gianni?
You got it.
Okay.
I'll take curiosity. I think Michael said it. I think this is one of the most attractive qualities because if you're curious about me, I already really like you. And curiosity is also like a benefit to me because it means I'm interested in something that is outside of me. I'm interested in somebody else and I can't grow. I can't like learn anything new. I can't get into any interesting conversation if I'm not curious. So I think that's very important. Let's see. I want to pick someone I didn't hear. Adrian. Adrian, you're muted though. I don't know if can you unmute? I know you're on your phone.
Oh, okay. Now,
There you go.
now you hear me. Hi, everybody. Okay. All right. Well, I was thinking that trust is important. To trust somebody is important to positive connections. And I was going to say to be open. So that's kind of being trustful, being open. If you're not open, you're not going to be able to connect to someone else. So that's, to me, an important ingredient. Okay, and now I have to pick someone like the.
Yes, please.
I think Adrian is muted again.
Yeah, I think she is.
I have to pick someone, so I have to look at the participants. So how's Elisa? Is she there? The co-host? I don't know who's there.
Thank you.
How do you know?
Yeah. Thank you.
Look at the list of people. Lyle, did we hear from Lyle?
Yeah, not this round. How you been, Adrian?
Okay.
Yeah, I agree, obviously, with my thought of empathy, but I forgot who said it. That's really, I think, very important. The word smile. When you're looking at the person that you're speaking with, you just looking at their, not just their smile, but I'll call it, body language and whatever else they're expressing, either, either consciously or subconsciously, you pick up on the, I'll put it the way, the vibes that they're emanating, not necessarily, in addition to the verbal, the physical clues that you're getting of, the openness or the distraction or showing interest or showing boredom. And again, I forgot who mentioned it, but that was obviously, I think, very, very relevant, and it was an excellent input.
Go ahead and pick someone, Lyle. One more person, maybe.
Do we hear from Elisa?
Not yet, but I don't really know what's left for me. And actually, you picked exactly what I wanted to say, smile, but let's
Great minds think alike.
Yeah, exactly. So how they said laughter, maybe that's something too. Laughter is always a main ingredient of a conversation, even if it's very serious. You have to take a break and laugh and come back to your serious thing. It's much better than everybody think better, and laugh again and then go back and talk seriously. Anyway, let's laugh together. I don't have to pick anybody, right?
No, it's okay. We're going to continue. That was beautiful. Yeah, laughter is the glue that binds everything together. I love it. It's always what we need. It's time for laughter. With that, what I would like to do at this point is we have a video that I kind of think sums up in a way or kind of gives us a really nice perspective of what we've been talking about. It's very informational. It's got a lot of great stuff in it. So I think we could see it now if that would be all right.
So throughout this section, we've covered a lot of ground with regards to how positive social relations affect virtually every level and area of human experience. Well, what if we ask the question, where does it all come from? Why is it that interactions with others can supercharge our abilities, optimize our performance, and improve our well-being? Different fields of research today are weaving together a comprehensive answer. And it's actually one that makes a whole lot of sense. Human beings are hardwired to connect, or in other words, we're connected by nature. When you perform an action or experience an emotion, specific neurons in your brain fire. But as it turns out, when you look at someone else performing that very same action, a set of the same neurons will fire as if you were performing the action yourself. These are the recently discovered mirror neurons, and they essentially connect us with others. This is why we cringe when we observe someone in pain, or we get emotional in movies, and so on. And much like these mirror neurons, we seem to have many built-in biological mechanisms that help us, well, sort of simulate what others are going through. Your vagus nerve, which begins at the top of the spinal cord and reaches all the way down to your spleen and liver, is unique to mammals. It helps you use your voice, coordinate breathing and heart rate, regulate digestive processes, as well as several other functions. Berkeley researchers wanted to know what happens to the vagus nerve when you evoke empathy in people. So they showed their subjects imagery of other people suffering or being prideful. They had them listen to people share sad or inspiring stories and experiences. They found out that the more you feel compassion, the stronger your vagus nerve fires. The more you feel pride, by the way, the weaker it fires. So we actually have a physiology that tracks the feeling of your common humanity with other people from different backgrounds, ethnicities, or political views. When you look at a young toddler and smile or make some facial expression, many times they would mimic your expression in a really cute way. They have a natural social mimicking facility that doesn't require any independent thinking. And guess what? Adults do it too. If you slow down time and you track people's facial muscles, you'll see that they spontaneously mimic the emotional expressions they're seeing. Moreover, it's been shown that when you limit someone's ability to mimic a face in front of them, say by having them bite on something so their facial muscles are constrained, they won't be as good at interpreting the faces they see. In other words, our inborn facial mimicking ability helps us to understand others around us. Scientists have set out to explore what happens in our brains and our bodies when we feel connected or disconnected from our social group. When you feel rejected by your social environment, your body secretes the cortisol hormone, which over time can cause anxieties, attention disorders, and even memory losses in the long run. Researchers call this social pain because brain scans show the brain responds to this similar to how it responds to actual physical pain. It's so tangible that a Tylenol pill, which you would take for a headache, alleviates that same social pain. On the other hand, when we feel accepted and welcomed into our social group, our body secretes oxytocin, which lowers our stress, reduces pain, improves healing, and does a few other interesting things. These were just a few examples showing how we're hardwired to connect. And with the wealth of data we have today, this review could easily go on a lot longer. We are connected, and that explains why experiencing and nurturing positive social relations is at the very core of everything that makes us happy, healthy, and successful.
Video. Hello.
Hello. Thank you, everyone. That was very, very, very informative. And for those of you that saw last week who were here with us, you got a chance to see some chemistry in action. And you saw a little bit more today. We talked about cortisol and we talked about neurotransmitters, oxytocin. It's crazy, all this stuff in chemistry. So all of it, though, points to the importance of human interactions, positive human interactions, the power of human connection. So what would be really cool now is if we could maybe some of us talk about a point in our lives where we had an experience that was really meaningful, really impactful, that sort of helped you become the person that you are. So I'll kick it off. I kind of, I'm a teacher by training here in North Carolina. And one of the things I never forgot was when I was in 5th grade, I had a teacher, Mr. Boyle, who tried to teach us in a way that was really powerful. He had this rock on his desk that we all thought was a real rock. At one point during the semester, he tried to teach us the power of paying attention, and he threw the rock at a student who he didn't think was paying attention, and that student was shocked, but it was actually a foam rock. And he did many other things like that, but he kind of taught us the power of perception, of trying to look at things in a way that gives us an understanding. So that was really, really cool. So maybe I'll call on Carl, if you could continue.
Excuse me.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes.
We
Yes,
we
we
can
can.
hear you,
Hello.
Paul. Yeah.
Is this Rono video? Rono, R-O-N-O.
Rono is here. Yes.
Oh, okay. How are you? My name is Paul.
Hi, Paul. Nice to see you.
Thank
Nice to
you.
see you. And friends, as the co-host, can I just jump in here real quick and just apologize? My internet, we're having storms here and it shut down, so I had to rejoin here by my phone. So I'm doing the best that I can to, to help my co-host Lucian here. And this is actually the segment that, I was supposed to do. And actually the way we're going to do it, we're playing this game called Spin the Bottle. And so as we're going, that childhood game we played where you spent the bottle and where it stopped, that person spoke. Okay, so we're going to be pretending that we're spinning the bottle, and then as it starts to slow down and stop, we're going to point, and that's going to signify where that bottle has ended. And I'll start it off, and when I stop, then exactly what Lucian said, you want to speak about somebody that was influential to you when you were a kid in school, or a mentor, or a parent, anybody, just somebody that influenced you in a positive way and taught you a positive life message. And whether or not you lived your life by that lesson that they taught you or not is not important, but what was the lesson? And then afterwards, we're gonna just, kind of reflect on what that lesson was. And you wanna just think, leaving this meeting, that you're gonna carry it forward. So, like Lucian said, that positive message. And so, that positive influence. And I came in late, off of my disconnection, but I'm gonna stop on Elisa.
I knew it's coming. I don't know why. Maybe because we're eating, and I think I already shared this. But because we're eating, and I'm thinking about that, as soon as you start eating, you can't stop. At least I cannot. I can continue forever, and just live near my refrigerator. So what I want to share is that I used to play tennis, and we had an incredible coach, just really amazing person. And he was actually a physicist and became a coach after, but this is a different story. We were playing and we were enjoying so much, especially when you play like, double, 2 people on one side, 2 people against 2 people. I don't know how you call it exactly, but, and then, it's such an interaction. You're such inside of this game. And all of a sudden he said, okay, that's enough for today. And we were completely shocked. We just started, we want to go forever, but that was quite a lesson, which I didn't live for, and especially with food, So you eat and you want to continue forever. You're enjoying it so much, but if you stop, at some point, that really helps, and especially when you, like right now, we're dining together, I don't want it to stop. I want it to continue forever, but I think it's good to stop when it still is perfect. So,
Okay, thank you. Now spin the bottle.
Okay. I'm spinning the bottle, and I think I'm aiming at Amy.
Hello. About 10 years ago, 2010, I kind of decided to, because, sometimes when we get sick of our lives, we kind of want something new, start something new. I started to associate with a group of people talking about positive connection. They were about positive connection. And I started to read a lot of books because that's what we did. A crazy number of books, hundreds of books. And I have to say, just associating with them and practicing this positive connection, human connection. And I wasn't aware of it back then. I didn't know the importance of human connection. I didn't know how much it can change your life. And I have to say, since that year, 2010, it's been 10 years, my life completely has taken a different course. When I think back, I don't even recognize the person that I was. It's completely changed me. So I have just hanging out with people who are positive, who have the same mindset, who think the same and follow the same procedure or same path. It definitely influences you in a big way, It was more than I expected. And I'm so glad that I did that. So spin the bottle, huh? This is funny. Gary Higgins.
Okie doke. I was trying to think of something, and one thing that I can remember that influenced me significantly was when I was in high school. Our music teacher, he was an amazing person. I still have contact with him, but it was in a marching band, and he taught us that when you have two instruments, if they're slightly out of tune with each other, their sound cancels each other. But if they're perfectly in tune, their sound carries 10 times further than a single instrument by itself. So that taught me also about relationships, about people, that people who are perfectly in tune with each other carry a much stronger force than two people who are just even slightly out of tune with each other. So I think it's very important, talking about relationships earlier, I think it's very important to have all those attributes so you can really tune yourself to each other and create that force. That's the best I can come up with. But going around, Alex.
Thank you. Yeah, I think that for me, I didn't really have someone that I knew personally, but I don't think that's necessarily required for you to have an epiphany or a single event as a catalyst. So for me, it was immersing myself in scholarship. For me, it was immersing myself in the ideas of the public intellectuals and the great thinkers that history has bestowed us with, such as Nietzsche, Marx, Locke, Chomsky. I mean, after reading these guys, after immersing myself in their ideas, I began to see how transformative it was. I began to see myself in a different light. I began to see nature differently. I began to see how in awe I was of my own existence in the grand scheme of the cosmos. So for me personally, it wasn't someone in particular that I knew. It was these great thinkers, and it completely changed me as a person. And I continue to pursue those intellectual highs because they continue to transform me in ways that I never thought they would. I'll pick Eva.
Hi. Okay. I was a mountain climber, and when I'm talking mountains, I'm talking about one of the highest mountains in the world. And the people you are climbing it with, the connection you have with them, basically your life relies on them and their lives relies on you. And whatever you are doing, every step, every breath you are taking, any movement, you're thinking about others. You are holding them in your thoughts and think what each and every step you are making, will they be able to follow? Will it help them to get to this height? So, this feeling of unity is absolutely incredible. And well, we don't need it here on the, on a regular life, but I think if we only could somehow make it happen in our regular life. This unity and connection between people, it would be absolutely incredible. It would be a different world. Thank you.
Okay, everyone. So that was beautiful. Thank you for all of the insights. Oh, there you are, Karen. I'll turn it back over to you, Karen.
Okay, I believe we're getting ready to have a video next. And so can our Zoom host please play that video for us? Thank you.
I think I played the clip already.
Oh, no, it's the music now. We're at the music.
Okay, sorry, I lost my place when I lost my
That's all right.
screen.
Okay, so, well, I don't know, this song is not my original, but, you know, I like to bang a topic over the head as much as I can with the mallet. So I'll just go with this, you know, the song, the theme of the song is the theme of what we posted in the chat of positive personal connections. Nothing you can do that can't be done. Nothing you can sing that can't be sung. Nothing you can say, but you can learn how to play the game. It's easy. Nothing you can make that can't be made. Nothing you can save that can't be saved. Nothing you can do, but you can learn how to be in time. It's easy. All you need is love. All you need is love. All you need is love. Love. Love is all you need. Nothing you can know that isn't known. Nothing you can see that isn't shown. Nowhere you can be that isn't where you were meant to be. It's easy. All you need is love. All you need is love. All you need is love. Love. Love is all you need. All you need is love. All you need is love. All you need is love. Love. Love is all you need.
Wow.
Thank you. Thank
Wow.
you. So beautiful. So beautiful. And now we want to go into our dessert for the night. And we want people who this is their first time joining us. Please share your impressions of the Open Diner. Share your impressions with us, please. Someone who's only here for the first time.
This is Pamela. I'm here for the first time and I thought it was wonderful. What a lovely evening. And I'm very glad that I found you guys.
My name's Nancy. Whoops, can you hear me?
Yep,
Yes.
we hear you.
Okay. I am really glad that this group exists because you need community. We all do. And I am an extrovert who threw myself into writing a manuscript. And I've taken all of the me out of me. I didn't realize I would become suddenly, hey, you're the lady write a book, you know, but I want to be, hi, Nancy. I can't believe, what are you doing? It's my cat. It's like damn it, you know, I mean, I'm glad I did this, but it darn well better get published after all of this, I'll tell you that. I want some buddies, you know what I mean? Get me the hell out of my own head. Hey, Lucian, you look like you completely understand what I'm talking about.
I do, but I'm going to let a first timer continue your train of thought.
No, that's basically it. I want to get out. Come on, you guys. I mean, I have a good sense of humor, a good energy and all of this. Well, hell, you know who it goes to? That little man with 4 paws over there, who's my man. And Delilah, who's in trouble because she started licking my salmon. But come on, you know, it's like I told everybody, you guys, if I show signs of getting another cat, stop me. Stop me. And don't get any more crap about, you have plenty boyfriends. Yeah, well then introduce them to me. So I'm just glad to be I'm getting to be part of a community. Thanks, you guys.
Well, I'm also new. I think the platform was pretty good. The way you structured it, I think it helps for a healthy dialogue. So I did enjoy it. I definitely plan to attend again. It seems rather short though. If we're ending it soon, I believe it seems rather short, but we all have our schedules, I suppose. So we can't make this too long. But my overall impression was a very positive one. So thank you for having it.
I'm John. I'm new, first time. I've got a friend, Carl, who invited me weeks ago. I have had opportunity to kind of tie in a couple of times on Facebook Live. And I love you, Nancy. You got a vivacious personality. You got a friend here with me. Can't wait to read your book. Hopefully you'll publish it right here on the, maybe you'll announce it right here on the, on our open diner. Anyway, I love all you guys. This has been great. Thanks for inviting me.
Thank you for the compliments. Can you hear me, anybody? No.
Sure.
Yeah, we hear you, Nancy. And you picked a great time to write a book, by the way.
Sorry. Say it again.
I said you picked a great time to write a book. Quarantine time.
No, I wasn't quarantined. That's the thing. I wish I had been, that I was quarantined. Now the editors got it and it's like, damn it, now I'm in quarantine. But it better work, I'll tell you that much. It better work.
So this is also my first time, and I guess what I like about this is, let's say we all went out to dinner. You know, I would have spent like an hour getting there, an hour getting back. The whole time I'd be thinking how much this is going to cost. There'd have been a whole like rigmarole with waiters and everything. And at the end of the dinner, what we really would have had is kind of like those moments of like human connection when you like really like start listening to each other and talking. And I feel like we did that like at several points during this time. So it's almost like you captured the essence of, you know, what any like human event, human connection is really about. So thanks, guys. It was nice.
Okay, thank you. That's all we have time for. So we're going to get closing words from Lucian. Lucian?
Oh, that was special. I just want to find out, do we have any other comments from Facebook or anything of that nature, just to end it off?
Nothing about nature, but everyone on Facebook love Patrice and her music. So thank you so much, Patrice. So many compliments, like all over.
Oh, we got to hear some more. Patrice, do you have any more for us at the end, or are you played out?
Nothing planned.
Play it out.
There's a whole
girl's
like
got plenty
circus
to go.
going on behind this door behind me that you have no idea.
Okay.
My kids keeping them out of a room for an hour. It's
It's a chore and a half.
Inviting me though. I was very happy to be here.
Yeah, it was a pleasure. So yeah, I just want to thank everyone for showing up. It's been a dream, having, like Gianni said, you save all of the rigmarole by coming to this place, because it's a sweet, short, beautiful, pithy, very full, chock full of this beautiful energy we shared. I just want to let everyone know, please follow us on we're.one, that's WERE.1 Facebook page, to be reminded of future events, spread the word, like us, comment, etc. And just show up again. Now, is Frank, is that you, Frank? Did I notice you there? I think you were quiet today.
Excuse me, I came in late. I had a conflict.
Okay, it's great to see you again. It's really great to see you.
I listened to the annual meeting of my Temple Emmanuel.
Oh,
That's a
okay.
conflict I had. I'll be there full time at the next meeting.
Awesome.
But
Awesome.
I appreciate the group because you're all down to earth, interesting people. And I look forward to the next meeting.
Thank you.
Can you say that again? W-E-R-E?
I was asking the same question. How do you find you guys on Facebook?
Oh yeah, it's so yeah, it's the
Are you talking to me?
You
No.
talking to me, he's talking to all of us.
Yeah, it's the weird.one Facebook page. Not weird, we're, WERE.1 Facebook page.
All right.
Got it?
Also, we're also on a Meetup. If anybody's on Meetup, if that's how you found us, Open Diner. And we're there. We'll get reminders every Thursday and before that. So hope to see you through that also.
Yeah, thank you.
You guys, there's no check. We can go.
And the drinks, keep them coming, right?
You guys, I gotta tell you something. I never really cook, but I cooked a whole friggin' pound of salmon, okay? Which, of course, so it's there. But I thought everyone was cooking. So here I am racing, and I can't race around and do things. I'm not good at doing, I need to concentrate. And there I am, but I did it. The steamed carrots were god awful, but I'm glad I ate my dinner, and I'm happy that we're here.
And we're here every Thursday, the same time. Next time, bring a friend.
All right, so now wait a minute. Oh, I've got my man and my woman over here, with the 8 legs. Hold on. So I got you through Meetup, but I should go on Facebook? We're.one?
Yes, that's correct.
We'll be on Meetup again. If you got a notice today about this meeting through Meetup, we will be posting there next week again. So if you feel like checking us out on Facebook, please do. Otherwise, continue following us on Meetup. We'll find you.
I look forward to the notice for the next meeting.
Me too.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Have a
Thank
great
you,
evening.
everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Till next week.
Thank you. Are you also going to be doing emails like you did this time?
Emails.
I got emails about this meeting and even a follow-up earlier, and then a follow-up earlier this evening.
Yeah, we will be sending emails too next time too.
And by the way, thank you for including on one of them, you know, the meeting ID and the password. So much easier than having to retype all the rest of it just to put in those, you know, 2 things in Zoom. So thank you.
All right, guys, onward we go.